morning. So I'm officially done 5 full weeks since, you know, I had my whole like epiphany and like change of heart, and I needed to start eating healthy and like my fitness journey. And I haven't really documented the first 5 weeks because, you know, I wasn't sure exactly how it was going to go. I mean, I documented it on Instagram, but I haven't really done any vlogs on it. But now that I'm done 4 full weeks of the BBG beginner program, 1 full week of her 1.0 program, I've kept up my healthy eating. I have kept up with my runs, and I feel really good. I feel great about myself, and I have like way more energy. So I wanted to do a quick vlog on like what I've been up to, how I've been doing it, and so on. So this is sort of what today's video is going to be about. So first of all, I'm documenting everything. Everything that I've done here in the house or out there outside for my runs. We had 2 family vacations, one in Blue Mountain and one obviously in Mexico. I kept my workouts out there. I did my very best to eat healthy, but I mean, I'm not doing anything crazy. I'm not following any specific diet. My theory is there is no quick fix for losing weight and getting healthy. And if it's quick, you know, like all these fad diets, like, you know, cutting out carbs and doing like the whole vegan thing. Like, it's one thing if that's what you believe and like you're doing it for that. But if you're doing it to lose weight, it's not sustainable. The only thing that's sustainable is just making better choices, and making better choices consistently day after day. And I believe that small changes, small tweaks to your diet have big impact long term. And so that's my philosophy and how I've approached this past month. And I think it's working for me. I don't have a scale, so I haven't gone based on that, but I'm going based on how my body feels. I find myself like week to week getting stronger. I find week to week that I have more definition in my arms. I find that my waist is shrinking. My jeans are not fitting, you know, quite the same way as before, and so on. Right after I had, right before I had Henrik, I was over 200 pounds. My optimal weight is 130. I'm 5'8". That's the weight that I was at before I had babies. That's the weight that I was at after I had Johannes, and you know, I was strong and lean and whatnot. So that's what I'm aiming for, but I'm more interested in body fat percentage than I am about pounds. So what I've done is I've actually ordered myself a scale, which should be coming today or tomorrow, I think. And I'm going to do my workout here. So I haven't done it yet today. I'm on week 2 of BBG 1.0, and I'm going to do my full body workout. I mean, one question that I've had is, you know, what happens when you do these workouts and you miss out on your, so you miss a workout, so you get sick. What do? Well, you take a break. You can't push through it. It won't necessarily be good for you. Your body, if you're sick, just needs time to recover. So if I get sick or if I miss a workout, I just move on and I do the best that I can the next week. I don't let it discourage me and, you know, set me back. I continue to push forward. So that's sort of where I'm at. So last week I did actually 4 runs and 2 of Kyla's workouts. I didn't get a chance to get in my full body workout, but I got a run in instead. So what am I going to do instead of letting it set me back and redo that entire week? I'm just going to move forward. I'm going to go move on to week 2. I still did something. I did something that worked better for my day. It was too hard for me to get my workouts in because we have guests, and because I do my workouts in my living room, I actually need the space. The kids were home all weekend. We had my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law here, so I just didn't have the time or the space to do it. So I went for a run with them instead. You know, I burned some calories. It wasn't the strength training probably that I needed, but I'm gonna make up for that today by doing a full body workout. Here is my equipment. Cloth for all the sweat that comes off of me. Yoga mat. That is my skipping rope. Obviously I have my phone because that's where the app is. This is where I get to watch if Henrik is awake or he's sleeping. I also have my headphones. I like to listen to music loud. The Kyla exercises are super hard. They are super hard. I've been doing it for, well, I'm going into my 6th week. I've been doing it for 5 weeks and I still have to modify my exercises. The one thing that I can say is when you're doing your abs, especially because we're moms, well, if you are a mom, especially for moms, your abs have been pulled and they've been stretched. You may even have like a gap in between them. The key is to keep your core engaged and not feel any pulling on your back. I can't do the exercises 100% like she does. I don't have that flexibility in my joints. I don't want to force it. And the key is to make sure that my core is engaged so that my abs work and so that my abs get stronger. Not to do the exercise 100% like she does. So I keep the reps the same, but I modify them. So for example, in this week she had, you know, a jackknife exercise. I can't do that. I can't raise my legs straight from the floor all the way up and my back at the same time. So what I did is I kept my back flat on the mat. I just moved my arms up and down and I focused just on my legs, bringing them up and down as far as I could without feeling any tugging on my lower back. I hope that makes sense. I might have to actually do a couple to show you what I mean. Okay, I'm just gonna show you quickly what I mean by these jackknife exercises. So bear with me. So here's my back. You're lifting up my upper body like this and the legs at the same time, so you end in this position. Now I can't do that without raising my back and without feeling pulling back here. So what I'm doing is I breathe in, I focus on tightening up my core, I bring my arms back, I bring my legs up, and then I don't move my back. I actually only move my arms up and down as I move my legs as much as I can. And in some cases, the movement is super, the range of movement is super short. But this is how far I can go without pulling my back. But the key is to keep this part engaged. I hope that made sense. Okay, I've never owned a scale. I've never owned a scale because I never actually cared that much about how much I weighed. But I did know that when I had Henrik, I was like well over 200 pounds. So anyways, last week I said, you know what, I do need a scale, but I need a scale that also measures body fat percentage, just because like I want a number. I want to see my results. And keep in mind that muscle weighs more than fat. So as my body fat percentage goes down, I actually will get to a point, and this happened in the past, where my weight actually stays kind of the same or might actually even go up a little bit because my muscle is so much stronger. And look what came! Is my scale. Let's open this up. This had so many good reviews on Amazon, so I bought it. It's not super expensive and it's not really fancy, but it should do the trick. One thing that I like is that it actually comes with tape, so I can measure myself and measure my inches. This is important. You know, it's not just about how much I weigh. I mean, I could starve myself and it won't mean anything, right? I want to make sure that I'm converting my fat into muscle, so that's why this is important. Okay, let's see this baby in action. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this. The last time that I weighed myself was actually in Mexico. I was 159. So that was a week and a half ago. By the time I left on our trip, or I left our trip to come back, I was 158. So right now I am 157, let's just say. And I did have the camera in my hands. Fine, I'll make it 156. But that's fine. I feel good. Like I'm not, you know, I mean, if I'm going back to my original weight, like I've got 26 pounds to go, but that's not necessarily my goal. My goal is to just fit into some of my old clothes and like build up that muscle. So I don't know what I'm gonna end up on, but I do need to start measuring myself. So I'm gonna actually do that this afternoon and record it because that's what I wanted. So I just wanted to actually kind of ask you guys what you would like to see in terms of these updates. Do you want to see me doing more workouts? Do you want me to like explain the workouts in more detail? Oh no, you can't play with that. Or do you want me to go over food options? Or yeah, let me know in the comments below. Like, I'd love to know. So thank you guys so much for watching. I am off to the grocery store. I need to pick up a bunch of stuff to make rice paper rolls for dinner tonight. So him and I are off. So remember to subscribe below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.